My name is Bryson Angeles. I go by B-Boy Just B, and I'm from the Massive Monkees crew. Massive Monkees crew was started in 1999. Really at the core of everything that we are, we're just a group of friends. All into hip hop, all into art, all into dance, got together, stuck with it, and we're able to do a lot of good things through breaking and hip hop and friendship. We won multiple world championships, one in 2013 in Korea, and one in 2004 in London. As performers, we performed on some pretty big stages, NBA All-Star Game, on tour with Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, performed at the Video Music Awards, the European Music Awards. I guess you could break up our accolades into a couple of things. We've done a lot of great things in community. Number one, educating and teaching people about the culture and what we do. Maybe the most important thing we do. We get the audience by winning world championships, getting to these huge stages. And then the other part, at the heart of what we do, is like battling. Competition. It's competition. It's what drives us to be better, to show better. And there's a couple people in the crew who are super, super competitive, and they kind of drive everybody else to be as competitive as them, which is a blessing. It's a good thing. 2013, we opened the Beacon for Massive Monkees to operate a lot of the classes, workshops, do a lot of the programming that we were doing with other organizations. It actually became something much bigger than that, that was more about the entire local community of dancers. There's a lot of people who were really great at what they do, but didn't have like a huge spotlight on them or places where people could recognize or see them, or people were just bubbling on their potential, like, I just need a place to like test these things or try these things that I want to teach, or I want to learn more about these things. And what the Beacon became was like a place where like all of this collected, gathered energy that we had done since '99, we're like able to like hone it in on one place to bring some attention here, and then all the people around and all the people who played a part in us growing and developing, old school, new school, people who are coming after us, all like converged in this place. So it was like, it wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan for what this was gonna be, but that was probably the most beautiful thing, how it connected a lot of people, re-engaged a lot of people, and then launched new people. Where I'm watching some of the younger cats, like, they're amazing in Seattle. They're amazing in Seattle. And all the people who are coming into the space built the space. I'm happy to be in here. I'm happy to see what it is. I'm happy to reflect on it and see that how much great things happen here. But even on the way moving out, it was like, it's all good. Like, this is just the timing of it. This is a pandemic. This is the timing. Like, for us, it was like we had spent 8 years in here. We're not even able to hold classes right now. You know what I mean? Like, and 6 feet apart, you imagine how many people you have to stack in here to make rent. We can get all these people seeing us and ready to do it, but if we can't come in the space, then what are we doing it for? So it's tough to leave this space, but we very much made a conscious decision that it was the right thing to do at the time. Honestly, being in the space now is like, don't let it fool you. Running the business was tough. Like, running a business was tough. I got into it as an artist, like all these ideas, all these visions, some idea of how to execute on it, but I'm an artist, and I wanted to open a dance studio because I'm a dancer, and this is the community. But I think that the city did well in helping recognize us on our way up after winning world championships, giving us recognition for Massive Monkees Day, Mayor's Arts Award. These type of things were great for us because it almost gave the trust of some of the community who may not know who we are. I think if the city continues to do that around arts and around artists and around things that aren't so accepted, then maybe we can help other people like us at a younger age do it. I think that we did great as business owners. Me and my partner Jasmine, we figured things out when it needed to. For like 2 or 3 years during us being in the space, I was touring with Macklemore, and so with the leadership of certain crew members and Jasmine being a big part of it, who was running a lot of the business kind of quietly, and she's doing a lot of the tough work, like a lot of the administration and operations, and so when I took off, she continued to do that. But the artists and the dancers and the teachers and a lot of people like, yo, how can I help? When you're gone, how can I help? How can I do this? And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And so it was dope, but truthfully, that kind of shit was going on in here the whole time. There's like classrooms full of kids. You know what I mean? Like classrooms full of young kids, old kids, adults who are just stepping into what breaking is, or these hip hop dance styles, or these funk dance styles, or these dance styles that are like all about community. You know what I mean? They're all about how can we come together in a room, dance, vibe out, share energy. So many people are coming into the studio all the time getting introduced to what this is, you know what I mean? Because our audience was so diverse, or the people coming in to do classes, then there's parents and people who wouldn't know about the space otherwise. We're like, yo, but there's this dope, wide open dance studio that's in Chinatown, so anything from a kid's birthday party to a wedding reception to community activists coming together to strategize. There were so many things happening in here. One, by location, I think two, by how welcoming and opening we are and accepting of whatever, whoever, whatever it is. Like, if it's tight and it's positive, let's do something together, yeah. I think a big thing the public can do is support the dancers and the teachers who are working here. As the business owner, my first thing was when we shut down is like, how can I help support them? But because we're shutting down and we're paying our exit fee on lease, like I don't have a huge amount of finances that we could get to them. So any way that you can support the teachers and the people who are working at the Beacon, motivated to continue doing what they're doing, then when we're ready to open a space, then as long as they're thriving and they're good, then we'll have a place to come back to together. Yep. Thanks for having me. Have a good day. Good?